This just confirmed what we all feared, and it is sad news report. Dodger Nation, Max Muncy is going to be sitting down for a few weeks. He goes on the 10-day injured list, and they say right now that it's looking at numerous weeks. So it could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks, could be all the way to early to mid-September where we see Max Muncy back, and that's sad news. Dodger fans definitely don't want to see Max out, and definitely not at this time in the season when he has been so clutch. All right, here is the story. First off, excuse me, subscribe, like, and turn on those notifications. Getting towards that big 8,000 number and going for double digits after that. Thank you for your support. Less than 2 weeks after returning, Funky Muncy is heading back to the 10-day IL. This time with a grade 1 oblique strain on his right side. The Dodgers expect him to return this season, but his absence will be longer than the minimum 10 days. And they say that. Even Roberts was going on to say that it's looking like it's going to be numerous weeks. So is that 2 weeks or is that 3 weeks? That remains to be seen as far as the Dodgers go. You kind of take it week to week, and you see when you can start baseball activities again to get him back. That's what Dave Roberts said before Friday night's opener against the Pods. I don't think anyone expects it to be season ending, but hopefully sooner than later. And boy, yes, with Freeland hitting below 200, I mean, you hope that Freeland is going to get into a flow covering for Max, but right now it's like a platoon thing. You got Miggy Rowe to be going in there again, Freeland to kind of switch between them. Dodgers did claim infielder Buddy Kennedy, who was designated for assignment by the Blue Jays 3 days prior, got him off waivers and added him to the active roster. So he's on the active roster. He's primarily a first baseman, but they got him as to play infield. So, I mean, not a big move, not a big standout guy. So we'll see what that does for the Dodgers. And if the Dodgers even use him at all, they're trying to clear a 40-man spot for Kennedy. And right-hander Julian Fernandez was DFA'd and sent down on that one. So that's where he goes. So bad news, of course, Dodgers. One thing you just definitely don't want to lose, Max Muncy, a guy that has been a catalyst to the Dodgers' success all season long. But you know what? It is what it is. And if you want to look at the bright side of this one, you have to look at Muncy coming back and being strong right at the end of the season. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because let's say he misses 2 weeks. Let's say he misses 2.5 weeks. He comes back in September, ready to go, fired up, and into the playoffs for the Dodgers. So good stuff right there. I think it's good timing, and that's going to give some Freeland, he's going to get some more ABs. So a chance for him to get into a groove. Hopefully Freeland starts getting some more hits and see that batting average come up on him. All right, Dodgers even things up in the West. Boy, there's a lot of talk, a lot of Padre talk saying the Padres going to run away with it. They're going to take care of the Dodgers all 6 games. And the Dodgers strike first and get the win. And who else do you put on the mound in a pressure situation like that, right? You're going to put Kersh, the GOAT, right? 6 innings pitched, way to set the pace, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, and he's not going to blow you away. He's not a striker guy. Did give up the long ball. His ERA now at 3.01, but Kershaw going 6 innings. Gotta love Kasparius coming in and doing a full inning, giving up 1 hit, lowering that ERA 4.71. Vesia has had some problems. How about hitting the first 2 guys and then walking the bases loaded? What the heck? I think he walked like 2 guys all of last year, and then he walks 2 in the inning. So not looking good for Vesia. You got to hope that he gets out of that funk. Still, ERA 2.90, but he's not as automatic as he was. That's 100% for sure. Trinan, love to see him come in. 1 pitch, end things right there, 4.15. Diaz, I like Diaz as a closer position. I know the 7.36 ERA is a lot, but I feel like he's a guy that can get into a groove and close things up for the Dodgers. Trier coming in and doing his thing right there, 2.88. Getting the save right there. So good stuff out of the Dodgers bullpen came through. Vesia, a little close. You got to like what Teo did by giving the Dodgers that option by having, what was it, for by having that extra run. That was the thing right there. Because if you look at the batting, what went down for the Dodgers, you could see base on ball and an RBI for Ohtani. So even little tiny things, getting thrown out at second base, that was kind of a lame call on his part. But you look at this, Betts still with an RBI in that, bringing up his batting average 2.43. Smith problems, 3 Ks. He's been stumbling a little bit. Freddie's always going to try to contribute something. Got a walk in there. Hernandez, I got to love what Teo did. Teo, that clutch home run, giving the Dodgers insurance, that was absolutely huge. Pages getting a walk, it helps. Every little bit helps. And how about Conforto starting out that little scoring run by getting on base? I mean, hey, without that, the Dodgers are tied. So without Conforto's help, so I'm not going to get on him on that one. And Freeland, you like what Freeland's trying to do there. Strike out a little bit less, under 200. Like to see that batting average come up on him. But good stuff for the Dodgers. Even things up in the West with the Padres. So back to even, Steven. And the Dodgers will go at it again. They will battle it tonight. And tonight on the Hill, who's it going to be? None other than the matchup of Blake Snell and Dylan Cease. And you can see what Blake Snellzilla, man, he looked good his last outing. Like to see more of that from Blake Snell for sure, as he will take the Hill tonight. 13 hits allowed, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks. That's the last 3 games. If you look at his overall ERA, is still 2.37, and Dylan Cease's overall ERA is 4.52. So those are the numbers on there, and the numbers don't lie. So I like Blake. This is his old team. You're going to want to show something to your old team. You're going to want to send it. And plus, look, who did he have to look at? They're both lefties. He watched Kershaw do his thing yesterday, and now it's Blake Snell's turn to do his thing tonight. And if that doesn't motivate you watching the GOAT get it done, come on, right? All right, let's check the bullpen strength. How are the Dodgers doing as far as that goes? Here's what the bullpen is up against. You can see the pitchers in white. That is who pitched yesterday, and the last 3 days are in blue. So I got to think Robleski at this point is going to get a break. I think the Dodgers need to sit him and try not to use him. But Dreyer barely got used. You got Treinen, he barely got used. That gives up. Kasperius, you got to look at like him too as well. But the Dodgers, the bullpen looks good. What are the Padres looking at? There's their bullpen right there. So if you make them go to their bullpen early, that could kind of weaken them up a little bit. But right now, their bullpen looks strong. So the Dodgers need to take care of business and get some hits and do it early in the campaign so they make sure they come away with the win. I predicted it. I predicted the Dodgers to take 4 out of the 6 games against the Padres. Brad Stradamus' prediction. So we'll see if that one holds up. And that's going to do it. Dodgers Digest, you know the deal. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and like. Turn on notifications. That's going to do it from here. Always remember, as you go through the day, think Dodger Blue, and let's go Dodgers.